It's the son of a carpenter. Mickey me. So one silver, one new jebaju. So want to tie you.
Good evening, viewers. This is ACTV, Adeyemi College of Education, the first campus TV station in Nigeria, based on fiber, with the initiative of our maybe provost, Professor Olukoya Ogen. I am Olaoye Eniola from EFC Department, Degree 2. This is entrepreneurial program. Firstly, before I move forward, what is entrepreneurial, or who is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurship or an entrepreneur is a person who organizes or produces a business or businesses. So on this program, I'll be bringing to you an entrepreneur, a different entrepreneur for you viewers to learn from them. So today, I'm not the only one in the studio. I have a guest here with me. My guest, please, what's your name?
Hello, my interviewer. My name is Olaoye Blessing Olaoye.
A student of this college?
Yes, NC2 student of music department at the Eniola College of Education.
Wow, that is lovely. Please, can you tell me more about yourself?
I'm into, my course is music.
Okay.
And I'm into building. I'm a builder.
Okay.
The name of my company is Bless the Best Builders.
So you mean you have a company?
Yes.
As a student?
Yes, I'm the
that
CEO.
Is lovely.
Wow. I'm the CEO of my company.
Okay.
And I'm into building construction generally.
Okay.
And after the construction, after the plastering, so I used to do the tiling also.
So me as a student can, as in, if you're given a contract to build a building from beginning to the end, you can do that?
Very well.
How come, please? Can you tell me more?
It's just about focus.
Okay.
Okay. For me to be doing that, along with my education, it has not been easy, but I thank God that with God,
all things are possible.
Okay. What brings about the work is that in 20...
Before you just tell me, how do you start? How do you start about it?
I started
how do you acquire the skill?
Okay. The way I acquired the skill is through apprenticeship. And the reason I learned the job is in 2007.
Okay.
My mom kicked the bucket and I was living with my uncle then. So maybe 2 years after, it was like, go and find something to run apprenticeship work to do. I was like, is he trying to just to, as in, you want to jump his responsibility, as in you want to dodge his responsibility, that you don't want to sponsor my education. Okay. I was feeling somehow. But he said he didn't ask me to stop my education, that I should be doing it along with my education. Then I was in SS2.
Okay.
So he said I should be doing part-time in the building stuff. Okay. So I used to go on Saturday and whenever we have holidays.
Okay.
So when I got to SS3, I have to finish my SSC program. So after that, I now spent 1 year fully. That is part-time plus full-time. So I spent 3 years like that. I used 2 years as part-time and 1 year as full-time. Altogether 3 years. Yes.
To acquire the skill. So how do you cope with it, with your study? For instance, you're in music department. Yes, so our music department I heard is very, very stressful in terms of rehearsing and all those stuff. And going to your skills again, building. It doesn't take a day, 2 days. Sometimes it might take you a month before you can. Yes, even if it take you a month, that means the person must be a person that has a lot of money. So the money is on ground. Anything that's going to delay you. So that's why you're going to take it like a month to do everything. So how do you cope with your studies?
The thing is, it is due to the fact that I have a lot of loyal friends around me.
Okay.
They used to say...
you mean they sit for you in your lectures?
Not for lectures.
Okay, what did
At times, let's assume I win a contract now.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be, to really want to sponsor the contract and to monitor the contract.
The project.
Okay. But since I have loyal friends, I'll just tell them, I'm running 2 things at the same time. And since they are loyal to me, I will tell them, handle this for me. Pending the time, I will be chanced to come and visit you again. So I was spend sometimes in school, and whenever I just discovered I have free periods, I will go to the site and supervise them. And because my guys, they are trustworthy, there will be no problem. So that is how I've been coping. And whenever I discover that I don't have much free period on my timetable, I can just implore my lecturer that please, because I didn't hide anything for them.
Okay.
I let them know that this is my work and this is how I've been living.
With the help of your lecturer,
yes.
they also help you
yes.
in order to be able to cope with.
Yes. I need like 2 days, please, and I will explain to them. And they have been considerate. They used to give me permission at times. They used to grant my permission at times that I would go for the work. And they would just tell me that just know what you are doing. Just know what you are doing. And since then I've been coping. I thank God.
Thank God for that. So viewers, if you are just joining us, this is ACE TV at the Eniola College of Education, the first campus TV station in Nigeria, with the initiative of our Mary Provost, Professor Olukoya Ogen. I am Olaoye Eniola, and I have a guest with me, Mr. Blessing, an entrepreneur. Mr. Blessing, I would like to ask you, like, you're a student and you're also an entrepreneur. Like, we have most students out there that wish to learn this type of skill from you. How did they get in touch with you, and how did they learn it?
And the thing is,
I believe you have the time to train them.
Of course,
with your schooling.
Of course, yes.
So how?
The thing is, because even as at now, I have some people that are learning under me.
Okay.
But whenever I'm in school, when I'm not chance to follow them to site,
okay,
I'll tell them to follow my colleagues that are also professionals.
Okay.
So my colleague will be teaching them a lot of things. Then during the holiday or whenever I'm chanced, then the little time I spend with my students, I will teach them some things too. So that is how I've been doing it.
So this will take them like how many months or years as a student?
We have individual differences.
Okay.
Some students are slow learner and some are fast learner.
You mean this also occurred during apprenticeship?
Of course. This is also a field of learning. So,
I thought we can only include that maybe while you're in class.
I know. So there are some students that they do learn fast.
Okay.
So if you can learn fast, I think for you to know it well, 1 year is okay. But if you are not if someone is not that sound, it is advisable for the person to spend 2 years. Advisable.
Okay.
So that the person will not be blaming himself.
Okay.
At the end of the day, that how did I, building
Why did I get into it?
Yes, building work is a kind of work that you don't just jump into it, because if you win a contract now and you just do the foundation anyhow, wow.
That's a serious problem.
That will be done on that building. It will just be as if the building collapse. At the end of the day, it's a slap on the face of that person, and you can even claim lives. So you have to be careful in handling the work. So that's why you need to gain some experience.
So if I want to learn this work now, what are the requirements that I need?
And the thing is, there is nothing much.
There's
nothing much. So far you can read and write.
Okay.
And you can do some little calculations.
So I won't need to pay.
The thing is, you are going to pay, but it is not that much.
Okay.
It's not that much. I won't say the figure.
Because I know that we have many bosses, a guy at the top out there that want to train you. Apart from technology stuff these days.
Normally, Yoruba people used to say, "Ogunte Yoruba for Woshi."
I don't know that. For the purpose of my viewers, can you need to translate it?
As in a charm that you didn't use money to back it up. As in, if you don't use money to do it,
okay,
it will not be effective.
Okay, I get
the work now. If you don't use your work and your money to back it up now, that I paid for this thing before I could learn it, you won't be serious. You'll be like, it is free now. So
because if you pay for it, you really cherish what you paid for.
Yes.
Okay, I will get you. You won't mix it up. You want to try to gain something from it. Okay. My guess, the money aspect of it, are you really making? Is the income? Does it worth it?
Wow.
Do people pay?
I thank God for my life, because as I am now, I'm the one sponsoring myself in school. Because since then, I've not been asking of anything from my parents. from my dad, because I said my...
So you mean you use this to sponsor yourself to school?
Of course, yes. I want to sponsor myself.
Wow.
So I want to buy a book, I want to do this, I want to do that. I don't used to ask my dad anything.
That is serious. Let me talk to my viewers at home. Please, you can hear what my guest just said. He said he do sponsor himself from the skills he acquired, like building as a contractor. So he doesn't even need money from his parents, because since he's getting out, he's getting from that is a lot, not just little money. So you're just thinking that how will I make it? How did I want to get money? How this and that? Or you're grudging that my family backgrounds. This is not an excuse. Don't just waste your time. Try to do something to fetch money. Don't wait that until you get white collar job. Oh, after I'm in school, so until I finish, so I'll get a job. It's not easy out there. Try to have a skill. So my guests, before I go on this program, I would like you to share your experience. Is it that easy along the line? How do you cope? Just let me know. You want to gain little experience from yours.
The thing is it when I was learning the work, or after?
Even after learning it, or while you are learning? So that people that want to go into they prepare themselves.
When I was learning the work, I said I started as a part-time student.
Okay.
It was tough then. It was during the holiday when I was supposed to be preparing for resumption, as in to read something. Even during the weekend, and I was supposed to prepare for the next week.
Okay.
I will be at work, and it's somehow stressful. It's stressful. At times, it is just stressful. Don't let me.
But you just have to motivate yourself. Just have to motivate yourself.
The thing is, I just determined. I focus.
Determination.
I know where I'm going. So that is what helped me.
So before we go on this program, I would like you to advise my viewers at home. Tell us, and those that has a skill and doesn't make use of it, and those that want to acquire skill like yours, that they want to earn additional income apart from white collar job. Please also advise for them.
I have advice for people out there.
Okay.
It is not compulsory you learn building work. I just want to advise you that any apprenticeship or any artisan work that you can learn, there will be any use of income, instead of you to be depending on government that Nigeria, there's no work in Nigeria. I'm tired of this Nigeria or whatever. Stop complaining. It is good to be creative. Think of something that you can do that will even be beneficial for people out there.
Yes.
Think of becoming an employer. Not becoming an employee.
Yes.
So you get. So that is what I'm trying to. That is my advice for people out there. And if you want to learn this work, this building work, you can contact me on 090-3739-7456.
How about those that want to give you a contact, like they're looking for Mr. Blessing, you want to give him a contract, a building contract?
Yeah, that same number. That is my hotline.
That same number.
090-3739-7456.
Okay. Viewers, I want you to know something, that death is not the greatest loss in life. The greatest loss in life is what dies inside you while you live. So I want you to make use of your time. I want you to make use of your skill. I want you to make use of things around you properly, because time waits for no one. Don't depend on your uncle. Don't depend on your friends and your neighbors before you can do something. You have to make use of the opportunities you have around you. This is where we're going to end this program for today. I want you to keep in touch with ACE TV, the first campus TV station in Nigeria at the College of Education. I remain Olaoye, Eniola. Bye for now.